your location. Let's focus on communicating, cause I just need the time and place to come through.
Man, I really want to go somewhere this summer, but I don't have a lot of money to do all that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, have you guys heard about Camp Adventure?
No.
Well, follow me. Camp Adventure is an opportunity for students to get involved with youth through UNI.
I wonder what the founder has to say about this.
My name is Chris Edgington, and right now I serve as the McElroy Professor of Youth Leadership Studies here in the Department of Recreation. It's actually we just changed it. It's Department of Health, Recreation, and Community Services. For 19 years, I was the director of the School of Health, Physical Education, and Leisure Services. That's what got me to Northern Iowa from University of Oregon, where I was the department head. So, it's a bigger job. That's what got me here. When I came here in 1991, I brought Camp Adventure with me. We founded Camp Adventure at the University of Oregon. We always tell that story because when I was there, I was known as the Big Duck. Here I'm known as the Top Cat. Well, it's kind of an interesting story. I was standing in a shuttle bus line at a conference in Orlando, Florida. At that time, they didn't have any hotels next to the convention center, so you had to take a shuttle bus to your hotel. So I got in line, and the guy standing in front of me turned around and he said, "Hi." And I said, "Hi." And he said, "My name's Bob." I said, "My name's Chris." And just then, the shuttle bus came. We got on the bus. I sat down next to him. I said, "Bob, what do you do?" And he said, "I'm the Command Youth Director for the 8th Army in Korea." So I kind of chuckled, to be honest with you. And I said, "What exactly does the Command Youth Director do?" And he said, "We, provide programs for children after school and before school and during the summer months." And I said, "Well, what kind of challenge did you have?" And he said, "Well, we can't get seasonal employees to do the work in the summer." I said, "Well, Bob, I think I got the solution to your problem." And just right then, it was just like that. The bus came to my hotel, and I gave him my card, and he gave me his card. So I said, "When I get back to Oregon, I'll write you a letter and tell you what I think we can do." So when I got back to Oregon, I wrote him a letter and proposed 3 different things. And I still, in the old days, we used to get an onion skin that we would put to get a carbon copy of the letter. I still have that copy in my files at home. So anyway, he wrote me back right away and said, "We really like this idea of doing a day camp." And so we put it all together and wrote a grant, wrote a contract, and they liked it. They liked what we wrote, and so we went. The first year we had 12 students that went to Korea at 3 locations. Now we have done as many as 1,000 students in a whole year at 120 locations in 30 countries. So the program has grown tremendously.
I'm interested in going, but first I want to know what a staff member has to say about it.
Hi, I'm Monica Lilligard. I'm a sophomore, and this is my 2nd year as an aquatics counselor for Camp Adventure. So when I came here, on an orientation visit, I was interested in doing study abroad and stuff like that. And when I was talking to people about it, they told us about Camp Adventure and how it's a lot less expensive to do Camp Adventure than it is to study abroad. And then they talked a lot about how you get to work with kids and stuff like that. And I like to work with kids. And then they talked about how they also have an aquatics program, and I like to swim. So it just kind of put a lot of stuff that I like to do together into one. Last year I was in Okinawa, Japan, which is an island south of Japan. So we actually, one of the best things we did is we got scuba dive certified. So we went through that process and got our certificates for that, and then we could go scuba diving. And we went on some hikes, and we went to a waterfall, and we saw the aquarium that they have there. Yeah, so there's actually a lot of different stuff. The main thing that Camp Adventure does is day camp, and that can range from pretty young kids, 5, I think, up to teens. But they also have CDC programs, which is child development centers. So that's babies and preschool rooms. And then they also have the aquatics program, which is just teaching some lessons and lifeguarding. So you can do any of those 3 things. And then they also, a few locations have teen camps or sport camps too. So those are a little bit different because they're usually older kids. You make a lot of really good relationships through the program, through the people that you're working with, the families that you meet there, and the staff there, and then the other people at UNI that you're training with too. You get to know really well, so that's definitely one of them. You get to travel, obviously. You get a lot of good work experience, especially if you want to work with kids in the future, if that's something you're interested in. and just learning about like the military more. Like I did not know a lot about a military base or what that's like, and I learned a lot about that, and that was super interesting too. Yeah, so starting in the spring semester, we meet every Monday night from like 5 to 9. In the first part, there's a lecture where you learn about different topics like safety and child development and stuff like that. But then the second part is more fun. Like we learn all the songs and games that you would use in day camp with the kids, or if you do aquatics, we do stuff in the pool, getting ready for the summer and stuff like that. And it seems like a really long time, but it usually goes by pretty fast and it's not too bad. And you get credit for it like the class, so that was nice too. I just think it's a really great way to travel and get experience working with kids and stuff like that. And like I said, you build really good relationships. There's people that do it that come from schools in California and Oregon and places like that, and I have friends there now that I still talk to like on a weekly basis about how their life is going and stuff. So that's really cool. And everyone in Camp Adventure like has a kid that they can remember that they really had an impact on, and that really had an impact on them too. If you ask anyone who's done the program, everyone can name off some kid that they've had like a really close relationship with. And I think that's really cool because there's not a lot of like programs or things you can do in college where you can say that I have this kid over in Japan that I have this really good relationship with. So that's probably the best part of it.
To request an application is easy. Go to the UNI Camp Adventure website, scroll down and click the insert card. Expand your tab and fill it out, and then hit submit. Perfect!
According to Health Risk Correlates and Interventions to Reduce Behavior in Young People in 2011 by Dr. Marshall, with how much technology is a part of our life today and age, it's good for everyone, especially youth, to be physically active. Here are some of the ways for the kids to be active in the activities held at Camp Adventure.
My hands on myself. Pick out dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. I'll be over now, but I feel it still. Got another mouth to feed. Leave it with the babies till the mama call the grave digger. Gone with the falling leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still.
These are just a few of the many camps offered at Camp Adventure that you are able to lead and teach the kids. The kids are able to make long-lasting memories, engage with other kids and adults, and they're able to develop many valuable skills.
Managing for Excellence by Dr. Edgington and others. Why do people join Camp Adventure Child and Youth Services? Individuals choose to participate in Camp Adventure for many different reasons. It is important to understand why people join Camp Adventure Child and Youth Services, as it may assist in interacting with others to support the vision and mission of the organization. Number 1, fellowship. The culture of Camp Adventure Child and Youth Services brings together students from all corners of the United States, finding and engaging in worthwhile activity. To have a feeling of usefulness that is opportunity to contribute to the development of others, especially children, in a positive and constructive way. The third reason is financial support. All expenses of travel, accommodation, and a living stipend for food make this activity a serious option for engaging in the effort. And the fourth one, fun. From the funny things children say and do, to the camaraderie of the staff and the travel opportunities experienced during free time. It is certainly a valued component of the program.
I'm really glad that we got to see what Camp Adventure is all about and all the opportunities that it has to offer. I'm really hoping to do it soon.
Yeah, I'm really excited to sign up in the future.
Can't wait to see you guys there.
Wait, sorry. Okay, I was reading motto. I was about to read motto at first, but
Going, but I'm sorry.
Oh wait, what?